I was a late bloomer. I did not hit puberty till I was like 17. It's funny to look back on that story now, but I will tell you, at the time living that, it wasn't funny at all. Like, I was legitimately worried. My God, if I would have had this in high school. And we're back, and today is arm day, and I cannot wait to get an arm pump. Bis and tris, we're gonna get a pump fully around the entire arm. And the goal is to get 2 or 3x the size of my arms in the next hour. Is that gonna happen? Absolutely not. But we always set unattainable goals and go for them. Let's just get straight to it. I hate to start with this early, but if you're not doing cardio, slap yourself in the frickin' face. With a swollen jaw, earache, and a headache yesterday, I did cardio 3 different times. It wasn't like planned like that, but my daughters wanted to go on a bike ride first thing in the morning, so we hit a mile. Nothing crazy. Obviously, I'm not killing myself. Then I get to the gym and I did 10 minutes on this bike, and then I get home, and later that night, I hit a run. So you have no excuses. Go for a walk. At least bare minimum, go for a 20-minute walk. It does make a difference. You need to worry about your health. That's one thing to help your health, is some form of walking, running, jogging, biking, some form of just literally getting out there, getting outside. It's gonna make you feel better too, especially if you do it outside in the sun. You just get that feeling, and it makes you feel better in general. We're 16 minutes in. I was only gonna do 10, but then I got on the phone. But now we're just gonna hit 20. We're gonna hit 20 minutes on this bike, and then still run tonight. My daughter the other day decided to run her first mile. She's been seeing me run every day. Boy, did that make me happy. I got to run a mile with my 6-year-old daughter. It was a run walk. I told her, I was like, we don't need to push ourselves. Just jog as much as you can, then we'll walk and talk, and then we'll jog. And she did great, man. She finished it in 16 minutes and 58 seconds. I was so proud of her. It was awesome. It was just a good bonding moment too. So I absolutely loved every second of it. I'm gonna wrap up here, and then we're gonna get these arms pumping. So realistically, I feel like my arms should be bigger. There could be a number of reasons they're not though. You know, it could be a genetic thing. Could be that I train too much. I overtrain them, don't give them time to grow. Could be that I don't eat enough. Now, they're way bigger than when I first started, for sure. There's no doubt about that. I would probably rule out genetics because my dad's arms are pretty big. So I definitely wouldn't say it's lack of work. If anything, they might not get enough rest. I do train arms sometimes twice a week, but pretty much never miss an arm day. And then last but not least, I might just not ever hit my protein goals. When it comes to dieting, I do suck. And I have never really tried to bulk, more always trying to cut or just not paying attention to my diet at all. Either way, we got to get these things warmed up, and we're going to kill them. Sometime maybe later when I try to actually do a physical bulk, getting 4,000 or 5,000 calories, maybe we'll see a good growth stint in them. The thing, not to make excuses, but when you have longer arms, it's harder to make them look bigger. If you've got a really short bicep, you can ball that thing up, it looks bigger no matter what. But long story short, we're gonna work them. One thing I've been getting lately for sure is some freaking elbow pain. Probably because I'm not taking enough fish oils. They actually do help. Got to get back on that grind because it does help with that elbow pain. All right, we're gonna start a little bit light on the dumbbell side of things. Lean back, getting absolute failure here. You should be, by the time you stop with these curls, you should be in like literal pain, like actually feeling your bicep feels like it's about to fall off. So it might be a lot of reps, but reps make you grow for most people. I will say, I was a late bloomer. I did not hit puberty till I was like 17. Now with that, it was tough for sports for me because I played football in elementary school, 5th and 6th grade. And then when we went to 7th grade, a lot of people had already hit puberty. I mean, people had mustaches and little beards coming in, and I didn't have an ounce of muscle on me. I had 0 testosterone in my body. And I'm not joking. Like, I don't say 17 as like a joke. I didn't have facial hair. I had barely any hair on my body until I was 17 years old. Like I was out of high school. I was the latest bloomer you could even imagine. I remember when I was like finally going through puberty, and I remember like I got an arm pump for the first time, and I was like, oh my God, there's actually muscle there. Like my muscle's touching my forearm. It blew my mind. I don't even know why we're going into the story, but it is funny. So I remember 7th grade, we go to football. I go to football practice, and first day of pads, and we're doing hit drills, and freaking bro with a mustache and a lot of muscle comes, and I'm just like short, pudgy, fat-ish, played offensive line in elementary school, and he comes and, boom, I'm talking about cracks me. And I remember just feeling the hit and then seeing the sky, and then my head was the first thing to hit the ground. And I got up, eyes a little watery, a little out of it, and that was my last practice. I was like, oh yeah, no, this isn't gonna happen. Like, I'll die out here. So, yeah, very much a late bloomer. That has nothing to do with my arms now. I'm freaking 30. But they are growing a little bit. I can't say like I get no growth, you know? All right, we're gonna get some single arm raises here. I gotta sit up a little bit because they don't have the normal chairs here. But I was telling you guys my elbows was hurting, and this one really, you feel it. But I do think this is a good workout. It's funny to look back on that story now, but I will tell you, at the time living that, it wasn't funny at all. Like, I was legitimately worried. You know, to be 17 in high school and still not really like hitting puberty or anything, it was tough. And what's funny is, I remember right after I get out of high school, it went fast. Like, I went from like 5'7" to 6 foot seemingly overnight. Started getting some testosterone coursing through my veins, started putting on some muscle, losing all that baby fat. And I remember thinking, I was like, my God, if I would have had this in high school, or if I would have actually went through this in middle school, the difference it would have made in sports for me. It would have been absolutely freaking amazing. But that wasn't the plan that God had for me. I do remember those times of being like, God, you know, I'm a junior now, God. What are we doing here? I'm still... No growth spurt, or it's pretty tough. And I don't know what causes you to have that late growth spurt. I don't know if it's a genetic thing or if it's food-based or health-based. Like, what causes one person to hit puberty in 7th grade and the next to hit it in 11th? Like, what's the actual freaking difference there? All right, we got heavy tricep push downs, straight to turn around and hit some straight bar curls. I'm super against antibiotics, not like against antibiotics, I shouldn't put it in that term, but I don't like taking antibiotics. I actually hate it. I always try to stay away from them if I can. With this tooth situation, I have to take antibiotics, and I'm so sick to my stomach in here today. I can't even explain it. Like, I'm very, very nauseous. And I definitely think it's the antibiotics, but there's nothing you can do. Nauseous or not, these frickers are gonna grow today. Probably gonna have to eat more food in the morning before I take the antibiotics. That's probably what it is. All right, so for this last set, we're gonna hit a drop set. I always say minimum 6, but if you can get more, then get more. If I can get 8 to 10 each one, I just wanna go till failure. Set over here as well. Talk about a little bit awkward. Trying to get a thumbnail in here when it's packed. It's what you gotta do. It's just part of it, but it is, I can't lie to you guys. I gotta be honest. I gotta be 100% honest with you. Let me move out of this walkway. It's tough to be in here making videos every day and then they don't get a lot of views. Like, you know, no matter what I upload on TikTok or Instagram, it's gonna get views, you know, but YouTube's different. I don't have a lot of subscribers there. I got 10,000 subs. So to put as much work into these videos as I do, it's tough to see when a video gets 100 views or less than 100. I have a couple of videos that get less than 100, and I know it's switching into something different. So it takes a lot of work and it takes growing a new audience, and I understand that. And I'm here to put in the work either way. Like, my thing is like, I'm relentless. I'm not gonna freaking quit. So I'll drop a video every day. If it gets no views, it gets no views. I'm gonna continue to drop. Like, once I have something in my mind, it is what it is. I'm gonna chase it. But this isn't a minute and 15 seconds to make this video. It doesn't take 5 minutes total to take this and upload it. Like, I'm coming to a gym I don't like, recording for an hour and a half, editing for 5 hours, 3 hours, whatever it is, depending on how much footage there is, upload. Like, it's just a lot of work, and you know, sometimes it just feels like you don't see that reward, but sometimes it takes time, and I know that. If you guys are in the same place as me with whatever you're doing, starting a business or whatever, keep putting the work in, because it'll pay off eventually. I've personally seen it. I've also been the person that uploaded every day on TikTok for years to get almost no growth. So it takes time, but keep pushing. I know you guys can do it. All right, so we're gonna finish with some heavy hammer curls, and then also a tricep workout, but hold on, I'll have to show that in a second. Probably get 2 to 3 sets heavy, and then that'll be it. All right, so this is more of a lightweight tricep workout, but you're gonna be bent over, and then you're just coming here. Let me do it on this side first. So it is lightweight, but this joker burns, I'm telling you. You wanna lock your elbow here, and then boom, and that's it. It's that simple. Get as many reps as you can, and I'm telling you, the pain from this, it feels more like a cutting than a growing type thing. Bottom line, we're gonna figure out how to grow our arms. We hit puberty really late, but we did hit it, and we're doing good. We'll get the verse of the day. Today's verse of the day comes from Colossians 3:1. Since then, you have been raised with Christ. Set your hearts on things above, where Christ is, seated at the right hand of God. I love you guys. Subscribe.